take. Who's the better defender? Is it Draymond Green or Marcus Smart? Pass or take it?
I'm going to pass this to Jay Williams.
I'll take it. So I think the experience factor people will give to Draymond Green, I will give it to him as well. But I'm biased because I am a guard. I think it's a combination of the defense and the role, because I think the role matters and responsibility matters. And I know for Draymond Green, he is the essential quarterback of the team. But I think Marcus Smart, Defensive Player of the Year, for a guy who's 6'2", 6'3", is out of this mind. The effort that it takes to sustain the pressure that you put on the ball the entire length of the court, to guard a guy like Stephen Curry, to have the physical toughness that he's had in these moments, I would have to go with Marcus Smart in this situation, because I think Marcus Smart has to deal with all these other things, initiating the offense, and the experience isn't there to the same degree that it is for Draymond Green. So once again, I'd say what you say?
Initiating the offense, that ain't the question. It's about the better defender.
So my answer, Stephen A.
Don't get frustrated.
I'm not getting frustrated.
I'm
I just took a second to pause. I just took a second to pause to compose myself, to not let Stephen A. get underneath my skin. My answer would be Marcus Smart, because of his ability to apply full court pressure, because of his ability to turn you on the perimeter. I don't see Draymond Green having those same skill sets. I see him more as a traditional big who can guard in the shot clock situations.
Well, in this particular instance, I think you are wrong. First of all, in fairness to Marcus Smart, he was not, as much as I'm happy for him because he's an incredible defensive player, he was not my defensive player of the year. It was Mikal Bridges for the Phoenix Suns. Having said all of that, Draymond Green would have been right there if he didn't miss so many games once he went down due to his injury earlier in the season. I think he had missed about 32 games, something along those lines. He missed a big chunk of games. Nevertheless, I look at Draymond Green as an undersized dude who is constantly called upon to defend bigger individuals constantly. And he vacillates back and forth. One time it's a bigger individual. Another time it's somebody that might be out on the perimeter. Draymond Green is switches sometimes. Sometimes he's forced to face guards. He does a lot of things to protect the interior of the Warriors defense. And I think that Draymond Green is one of the most versatile defenders we have ever seen in NBA history. I have him as a better defender than Marcus Smart.
All right, let's get GQ in here.
No, I can't believe that I'm actually agreeing with Stephen A., but it does happen every now and then. I agree with you because I do think Draymond Green, what they're different defenders. I think his overall impact on this Warriors defense historically has been greater than Marcus Smart. I also agree with Jason Williams to a degree because I think guards and their defense and perimeter defense as it is gets undervalued by all of the metrics because all of the metrics favor blocks, favor steals, favor deflections, favor defensive rebounding. And obviously big guys have an advantage in all of those metrics, but specifically with defensive rebounding. It's why Rudy Gobert grades out so well analytically year to year. Draymond, specifically playoff Draymond, is as good of a defender as we've seen in NBA history. I firmly believe that. And the fact that he only has a Defensive Player of the Year award is a travesty.
So you agree with Stephen A. Say it.
Well,
I said it.
Don't antagonize me.
Say it again.
You tell me I'm getting angry.
I know.
You tell me.
I agree with Stephen A.
He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing.
This is what he does.
I agree with Stephen A.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.